Meredith, talk to us about the demographics. You recently wrote an interesting piece in the FT about the incremental demand coming from Gen Z and millennials. How are they and where are they positioning?
Well, the Gen Z and millennials, so the younger Gen Z and millennials that we talk about as the avocado toast generation, they less than 10% of U.S. housing is owned by that cohort. Over 60% of U.S. housing, and these are single owner-occupied homes, are owned by people over 60. So you have this real generational schism in the U.S. Until the 60% of the housing owners decide to sell, and they're not selling because they're aging in place because they can't afford to go anywhere else. Until they sell, you're going to have this real standoff between sellers and buyers.
So do home prices need to fall further, or does it look like that they have found a floor?
I think home prices need to fall further. Home prices on the what's for sale that hasn't closed have fallen about 10%, but I think they need to fall about 25%. That would only get you back to 2020, 2021 levels, and there'd still be so much equity within homes, but that just has to happen. I think people were putting on their homes on the market and saying, well, if someone pays this exorbitant price, I'll sell, but until then, I'll just stay in my home. What's happened in the U.S. is only the very high end of the market, let's say homes for 5 million, 1.5 million and above, have sold, and those have sold at a breakneck speed of all cash buyers. But the lower end, the medium end of the home price and below, that's down. Volumes are down. Sales are down, as much as 30% year on year. So something's got to give in the regular market. I think you're going to start to see home prices go down materially in the U.S. That's the government's going to have to say that's okay because in order for homes to be affordable, that's going to have to happen. One of the things I think I wrote a letter to this. I wrote it on Tuesday to whoever won the election. This was last week, and said, here are the things that you have to do. You have to let home prices go down. That's not the end of the world, and that demand may be overstated. So, we looked at population growth between the prime age workers. So that's between 25 and 54 years old, and these are going to be prime age workers and people who would want to buy homes. That's only grown 7.7% since 2000. Conversely, people over 65 has grown 77%. So you just have this big change in terms of people are getting older and they're staying in their houses longer. And that's just what gummed up the housing market in the U.S.